Oh my god, hey, I'm Derren Brown and I am a co-writer and co-director and co-producer of Unbelievable.
Oh my god. Hey, I'm Andy Nyman and I am a co-writer, co-director of Unbelievable.
Oh my god, hey, my name's Andrew O'Connor. I'm the co-writer, co-director of Unbelievable.
And you are watching Mickey Joe Theatre.
Oh my god, hey, you are indeed watching me, Mickey Joe Theatre. I have a theatre-themed YouTube channel where I talk about all things theatre, and this is my weekly vlog series where I get to take you with me on my weekly theatre trips. This week, I think I saw 5 shows, and you're going to get to see little snippets of those theatre-going experiences, as well as joining me for a very exclusive press event that I was invited to, where I got to meet the cast and the creators, who you've just seen, of the upcoming West End show Unbelievable, the show created by, or co-created by, but not starring, Derren Brown, who I am not ashamed to tell you terrifies the bejesus out of me. Like, completely irrational fear. He's a lovely man, but does intimidate me irrationally quite a bit. I find many magicians scary, honestly, so faced my fears on that one to bring you the content. Also got an exclusive secret sneak peek of the show that I was not allowed to film and share with you, but needless to say, it's a very exciting show, and you're going to hear them talk about that a little bit more later on if you're curious about that one. But as well, in this video, I did a lot of travelling this week, as well as seeing a handful of shows in London. I went to see the musical Halls, currently playing at the Turbine Theatre. I went to go and see the new media night of Choir of Man at the Arts Theatre. I also travelled up to the north of the UK to go and see a very, very different revival of the musical Miss Saigon, currently playing at the Sheffield Crucible, and the brand new musical In Dreams, playing at Leeds Playhouse. So come along with me and enjoy this week's Oh My God Hey. Oh, I have a fun and novel idea. What if we did this introduction together, but one word at a time? Oh
My
God.
Hey.
Nailed it. Nice. We're
Mickey
and
Aeron
in
Battersea
Power
Station.
There you go. Well, we are next to Battersea Power Station. I was hoping you'd say Station. It's Battersea Power Station. What is overhead? We're not seeing Miss Saigon until later in the week. This is too much helicopter for this early. Also, I'm going to address the elephant in the room. I've done something different with my hair. I know. It's like I'm attempting the like trendy Gen Z hairstyle thing.
I was just saying you were attempting to be Jacob Fowler.
I was. This is the Jacob Fowler, as I understand it, which really is just the Mickey Joe Theatre, but on both sides, because I normally just do that side. So there you go. There you go. Was I a trendsetter this entire time? Yes, but not about hair. We're on our way to the Turbine Theatre.
Yeah.
Why else would we be in the shadow of Battersea Power Station? We're on our way to the Turbine to go and see Halls, the musical Halls, which is having a development production. I've seen 2 workshops of this show already. You saw the last one with me, yes. And it's been written by 2 people, Jen Harrison and George Stroud, that I went to university with, Surrey Uni, which I am representing with my varsity t-shirt. No, I didn't compete. I just liked the t-shirt. And yeah, heading over. This is a placeholder hat that goes with my outfit, but I think they're selling blue baseball caps, and if they are, I'm going to buy one. They were last time, so we'll see. I think we can still cut through here. Yeah, we're going to cut through this way. Here we are at the Turbine Theatre, ready to see Halls, and there is a buzz about the building, as there is all around the area today. Quite exciting, actually. Lots going on. Fun time to be alive in Battersea.
One where I get to decide.
Oh my god, hey. I wanted to explain to you what I'm wearing because you've just been getting strange snippets of it. I was hoping to buy a baseball cap because they sell baseball caps at Halls. They also have t-shirts and tote bags. I was going to show you, but Jodie Steele and Paul Taylor Mills were standing in front of them and I didn't want to seem like I was paparazziing. Is that a verb? Maybe. I've made it up. But was going to get a baseball cap. They've sold out of the baseball caps, but that's why I wore this one and I was going to swap it. Alas, didn't go my way. But this is what I'm wearing because, I don't know if I've mentioned this in this video, the writers of the show, Halls the Musical, I first met when we were at university together in the Musical Theatre Society. I might have introduced them, I can't remember, but I'm going to tell everyone, including you, that I did. This is Surrey Uni varsity t-shirt. I believe we were against Royal Holloway, but I can't remember because, as much as this will shock you, I did not compete in any of these sporting events. They didn't have a varsity for the Musical Theatre Society. Should they have? I don't know. I don't know what it says on my back.
It says, Surrey, not sorry.
Surrey, not sorry.
And then heading to Holloway.
There we go. It was Royal Holloway. I've been wearing this as pyjamas, but I was like, let's represent for Halls the Musical, a musical about university life. I've paired it with this sort of a white shirt thing, golden chain, waitress hat. The specific clothing reference in my mind, whenever I think of like something layered over a white shirt, I'm always thinking of Felicia Hardy from the 90s animated Spider-Man TV series. That is a specific visual reference, but it made a big impression on me as a child. She had like a pink sweater vest over a white shirt. If that means anything to any of you, please let me know in the comments. With a ripped jean, and I was wearing Nike Airs with little blue and gold details that are really, they're vintage, by which I mean really old secondhand shoes, but kind of worked with everything. That has been my outfit for Halls. I hope you've enjoyed. Oh my god, hey!
Hello.
We are in Woking today.
We are.
And after last week's rain, torrential rain, that affected us for much of the week, we've brought an umbrella.
Yeah.
We've brought the large umbrella that we got from Sister Act, and then because we've had the forethought to bring it with us, has not rained.
No.
Has not rained on us on our travels to Woking this evening, but that's fine.
Yeah.
I've walked a slightly different way so I can show you this sculpture. Hold on. Dun, 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 dun. Bit of War of the Worlds tripod for you, because per the War of the Worlds, they landed near Woking. Fun fact. Fun local fact. The chances of anything coming from Mars were 1,000,000 to 1. They said, ooh. Do you know War of the Worlds well?
No.
Have you never seen it?
No.
I bet your dad loves War of the Worlds.
He's never mentioned it to me.
I bet your dad has heard it. My dad loves War of the Worlds. I love War of the Worlds. War of the Worlds has got some great songs. It's camp rock. Not like that. My hair's being weird. Sorry, this has been very strange energy to the beginning of this video. I was going to circle back and say the umbrella is in some ways appropriate because we're seeing Titanic this evening. Not that there is an actual splash zone to the show. And not to be confused with Titanic, which we saw off-Broadway.
Love Titanic.
Love Titanic, but this one...
A little sadder.
Yeah, I don't think it has as happy an ending or as many Celine Dion songs. What it does have is a great score by Maury Yeston. Funnily enough, neither of us have seen a professional production of Titanic, but we've both seen amateur productions.
Yeah.
I went in year 11 and saw my biology teacher, shout out to Dr. Evans. She was in a great amateur production of Titanic. And yeah, that's my only experience of seeing the show, but I got obsessed with listening to it on a family holiday once when I still had an MP3 player, and I had to like actively download songs onto it, and somehow I managed to...
Wimbledon.
Oh, we're hearing Wimbledon? Yeah. There you go. Somehow I managed to actively wipe everything off of my MP3 player except the full cast recording for Titanic. So for like 2 weeks of family holiday in the car, I just listened to Titanic a lot. So, love it now. It's the end of that story. Everyone is very Wimbledon focused right now in the UK, which if you have no idea what it is, it's big old tennis situation. And then as we do when we come to this venue, we are walking through the Peacock Shopping Centre, which is still very quiet. Always very quiet when we come in here. Am I in focus? There I am. I've just been told by a nice, friendly security man that filming is fine in here as long as I'm only filming myself. So I'm filling the frame for you now, just in the interests of compliance, because if nothing else, I fear authority. So I'll just describe to you what I'm seeing. I'm still in a shopping centre
We're approaching some stairs. The whole video won't be like this, don't worry. Okay, we're at the theatre. They've got these cool doors, so what's happening here is I'm making Aeron take a ridiculous photo of me in front of said doors. We'll see how that goes. Excuse me. Okay. We've got some merchandise on sale here. We've got some t-shirts. Got a v-neck and a blue, and a black one there with a sort of weathered effect. And we have, I like this, just some set dressing here. Not for sale itself, but nice features. We've also got this large canvas tote. We have programs and souvenir brochures. You can see the size difference over there. And we can see, oh, I see. Here we go. We've got prices going on here. Oh, that's a pullover. Oh, I've suddenly become more tempted. We also have a magnet, a keychain, an enamel pin, a mug, and the brochure and the tote bag. Lovely. Here is the pin badge that Aeron James has just purchased. Let me make sure that's in focus there. There you go. Titanic. Although it is in fact quite small. Really, it's just pin badge size. But that's fine. Okay, we're in the auditorium. Focus. There we go. This is our view of the stage. I'm in K10 right now. K10. Come to me, desk. Come to me. Okay, this desk doesn't want to. The desk evades capture. There we go. You can see it in the wide shot. We've got this nice effect around the proscenium. I'm enjoying that. How to conjure big old boat on stage. Always the question. Today we'll find out how this production goes about it. The answer seems to be stairs, levels, railings, and this desk. There you go. We now have some on-stage gentlemen looking sort of ghostly. That is just the light of my camera. They look less ghostly in real life. Although this evening will ultimately not end well for them. I feel compelled to say something, but I shan't. I daren't interfere. I'm like Doctor Who in that regard. It's not my business. Oh my god, hey!
Hello.
We are in, well, guess where we are? Anyone? We're in Leeds. We're in Leeds today. And beyond that, I have no other information for you because I scarcely know where I am. But we literally just got here. And we didn't get the train I wanted to get out of London because I got held up at a press event. First of all, let's be chronological about all of this. I'm going to send you back in time to the press event I was at this afternoon for Unbelievable, the new Derren Brown show coming to the West End via the Mercury Theatre, Colchester. Check out a little Q&A, little interview with the cast. See that now. You'll be back with me in a few moments.
Hi, I am Simon Lipkin and I play Simon Lipkin in Unbelievable.
I'm Emily Radlaff.
I'm Alexander Bean and I'm also playing Simon Namna. And I'm a part of the show also.
I'm Laura.
I'm Sam.
I'm Reese.
So what kind of thing can audiences expect from this show without divulging too much?
Obviously we can't tell you. The joy of it is we can't tell you what to expect in this show. I've seen a lot of magic shows and a lot of theatre, and even being in the room knowing what this is going to end up like, I have never seen a show like this before.
We wanted to bring our combined loves of theatre as well and take sort of the best of theatre that we love and the best of magic that we love and create something that hadn't been done before.
They can expect a show. I think it is the definition of a show. I was going to say unbelievable magic, but there is incredible magic, unbelievable magic. It's comedy, there's music, there's dance. It's like nothing that has ever been done before.
We're trying to come up with a show that is different from any experience you could get from any other show anywhere. And I think if it gives people that that would be a really great starting point.
Really
good time.
exciting fusion of all the things Sam said that we don't think has been put on stage before, incorporating actor musicians and magicians, and there's all sorts of skills that are in the show. It's really exciting.
Basically what they said. Yeah, they've covered it there. Yeah, it's just, like you said, it's something that hopefully people have not seen before and expect to be amazed, and hopefully we'll deliver on that, and, and hopefully it goes right.
A Derren Brown audience, when they arrive at one of your shows, are excited and nervous and what's going to happen and sort of a little bit worried and, oh, can I be part of it? Shall I be part of it? And that's what we're aiming for, is that you turn up not quite sure what's going to happen, that you come with high expectations, and we try and exceed those, that we try and give you an experience that was even more than you could have imagined, that you're surprised and shocked and laughed and touched in some way, and have a show that sort of moves you and changes you a little bit.
Oh, you will not believe what you're going to see. I hate myself. Unbelievable. I did it again.
One of the things that's really fun that we're looking forward to is that when you buy a ticket for the show, unlike any other show, magic show before, when you buy your ticket, you're given the option, do you want to be in the show? And if you do want to be in the show, you put your name in and you will go into the tombola for that night, and it will be drawn on stage, and people who have put their names in, who are just audience members, who've said, I'd love to be on the West End stage in that show, will be drawn out, and a few people will be in the show. I would love that. If I was going with my family and a few of us had put it in, you'd just think, oh, I hope one of us gets picked. So that's another really thrilling part.
It's almost a non-audible sound that an audience can make where you truly know they have lost their mind.
Right, hold on a minute. Do that sound. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Magic trick, go. Right? Did we all get that? Let's just get that again in case you didn't get it the first time. 3, 2, 1. Magic trick. So there you go, folks. Come if you want to make that noise.
Magic, Andy's right, hasn't changed for 200 years, really, in terms of how these shows are normally formed. Magic's never really been about much more than just, oh, I wonder how that was done, or how did he do that? And normally it is he. It's something based on dishonesty, but it can also be used in a very honest way. It can be a way of still communicating something that's actually worth communicating. We're still in the rehearsal process at the moment, but this is all the things that we're trying to bring to this.
I think for me it's the nervous giggle. I think that gets me every time. It's when it's that giggle of what?
Well, hold on, Alexander had to do it. So 3, 2, 1, magic trick. Okay, well, if you want to make the noises
there we go.
And
come see the show.
Come see the show. Come see it. If this doesn't sell it, I don't know what will.
Oh my god, hey, you're back. Thank you for returning. I'm still in Leeds. Ooh, the Leeds city markets. Some nice architecture here, actually. Very striking. I have never been to Leeds. Aeron thinks he might have been to Leeds.
When he was a child.
When he was a small child. But yeah, we're walking to Leeds Playhouse. One of those crazy days where I was chatting to Derren Brown, as you do, and then legged it onto a train, came straight here, literally no time for dinner. Thank goodness that Kenny Wax personally offered me a Fox's biscuit, and I had some mango slices, which can recommend. Hoping you can hear me over these buses. Loud buses in Leeds. Thus far, that's really all I know about this place. But yes, on our way to Leeds Playhouse to see In Dreams, musical featuring the songs of Roy Orbison. I know very little about this. I don't even know if it's like a biopic about Roy Orbison.
No.
I just know that my mother loves this music, so she'll be very happy. Not a biopic. There you go. I'm going to put you away now to make sure I'm walking the right way. I said it before, I'll say it again. Some very nice local architecture and some very nice areas.
It's very like
in Leeds.
Turning into like a metropolis vibe.
Yeah, I don't know what I was expecting when I came to Leeds today. This was not it. We're not actually staying here. We're staying in Manchester as a hub for the nonsense activities of the next few days. This is not our only foray to the Theatre of the North. No, but you'll find that out. You'll find all of that out.
It's a bit crazy this week.
It is. I do these things and I see these possibilities and small gaps in my calendar, and I like to fill them with as much theatre as possible. Can you blame me? And I heard good things about this show, so I was like, let's go to Leeds. Let's go to Leeds. There you go. It used to be called the West Yorkshire Playhouse. We were just discussing this. Now called the Leeds Playhouse, which I guess helps people pinpoint exactly where it is.
Different.
Yeah. Unless you are like me, in which case you're terrible at geography, in which case barely helps. But hopefully, next time you see me, in a few short moments, I'll be telling you that I've arrived at the theatre. Here it is! Look at this colourful sight. This is the Leeds Playhouse, everybody. There's a little screen over on the side of the building that is alternately displaying In Dreams, which we're here to see right now. Beautiful Thing has just come on. And Oliver, which will be here over Christmas. This is the Leeds Playhouse. Look at the Playhouse lettering up at the top there. That's very cute. I like this. This is pretty. The glamour of Leeds. Even a very attractive multi-storey car park that I just showed you over my shoulder there. More attractive than the National Theatre, which itself looks like a multi-storey car park. Okie dokie, we're in the auditorium. This is our view of the stage. I'm in I 3 and 4. Very unusual for a theatre to have an I row, but this one does. This is called the Courtyard Theatre. They have multiple spaces here. Aeron taking all-important programme shot. We have title, in case anyone forgets why they're here. We have guitar. We have a yellow curtain. Unusual. The doors that Operation Mincemeat has opened. And I just want to show you this setup. First of all, a lovely seat colour. Very nice. Not the red like you get everywhere else. Bit of teal representation. And then we have a very interesting sort of a setup. It reminds us of one of the theatres, the Keys Theatre at the Salford Lowry. Okay, we're in the interval and the show is literally about to restart, but look, we have a different setting for the interval and the start of Act 2. This sequiny tassel-y curtain is new. The rest we've been seeing for most of the first act. A little bit of In Dreams, everybody. Okay, we're walking back from the station, feet suitcase, and not to brag, but there's a polar bear trail right now in Leeds, and I've already seen 3 of them, because there's 2 at the theatre. I didn't get the chance to show you much of that theatre, because we were just doing our thing and having nice interval drinks and chatting with people that you've worked with before but never met in person, people I've emailed with before, always nice to meet in person, because we've never been to Leeds before. Never been to Leeds, don't often make it this far up north in the country. It's not that far to you Americans watching, but to British people this is a decent way to travel. So don't come here all that often. Big deal to make it up to Leeds. The show, worth it, but I will tell you more about that when I get the chance. My goodness.
It's a gorgeous venue.
But it's a gorgeous thing. This is what I want to tell you. Didn't get the chance to show you much of it, but my God, what an incredible building with like 2 really great spaces. They had a second theatre called the Quarry Theatre, which we weren't in, and I was like, oh, that'll be the smaller studio space. No, big old amphitheatre. They have a studio downstairs. So many gorgeous bar areas, like one of the best modern theatres I think I've ever seen in terms of like contemporary theatre architecture. Clearly it's had a pretty recent redesign with a lot of money put into it. Amazing. Incredible building. Go visit Leeds Playhouse. Go see a show, but just visit the building. It's amazing. We're going to try and get on a train to Manchester now, where we're staying in a hotel. So that's the next plan. Oh my God, hey.
Hello.
You find us in the middle of a tropical rainforest.
It's quite cool.
It is. I'm joking though, we're in Sheffield. We're in a greenhouse in Sheffield. Look at this. It's a panda. We found a panda. He's a lot of laughs. So yeah, I have no idea what that building is. I could Google it. I haven't. But I discovered this last time I came to Sheffield, a couple of Christmases ago, for a 2-show day. I did She Loves Me in the afternoon. I got here super early. I had so much time to kill. I discovered that Sheffield, super hilly, FYI. And then I saw a chorus line at Leicester in the evening. So I did 2-show day, Sheffield to Leicester. I know. It makes the travel we've done in the last 24 hours seem not that bad, because we went Leeds to Manchester last night. We did get back to our hotel at like 1 AM with kebab shop, chicken kebab and chips, dinner of champions. And then, woke up today, did some work. I attempted to film videos from a hotel room that you may have already seen on my channel, hopefully. And yeah, then we came to Sheffield. We're in Sheffield, everybody, and we're here to see my t-shirt. We're here to see Miss Saigon, but not this Miss Saigon, a very new, very different revival of Miss Saigon at the Sheffield Crucible, and we are excited. And one Wagamama later, we are on our way to the theatre to go and see Miss Saigon. I was literally about to start doing the theme from Miss Saigon, I guess. I don't know. This is the hour. There we go. I appear to be in the middle of a stag do because I don't know if you can see this over my shoulder. Whatever's going on over there is happening. And also this way, there are mascots. And we are going to Disneyland Paris this weekend, but this is not the energy that I need. But this is the hour when we're going to go see Miss Saigon. Very excited in Sheffield of all places. We walked past, or we could see from where we were, the Sky's Edge of Standing at Sky's Edge fame. If we pass that view again on the way to the station, I will do my best to show you, but there's every chance we might be running for a train, as we have been these past 24 hours. I like this square. We have two theatres together. So this is the Lyceum Theatre, more of a traditional space. So you can see Life of Pi is coming here. Six has toured here before, I believe. And then we have the Crucible. So this is a receiving theatre where things tour too, and this is a producing theatre that does its own shows, such as the production of Miss Saigon that we are here to see this evening. Just walking over here to this nice outdoor poster. Got the artwork here for Miss Saigon. Lovely. Joanna Ampeel, female engineer. If you didn't know, that's one of the things that makes this production so different. This is the rest of the cast, the talents in this show. We have alumni, former Kim, now playing the engineer, Ethan Lefong, who understudied and played the role of Toy in the last London revival. I saw him. He's in this again, once again playing Toy. Lots of exciting rising stars in this one. Lots of familiar faces and must-see talents. We have our tickets, we have our programme, and I've just noticed Life of Pi banner behind us, because Life of Pi started here regionally at the Crucible, but when it's touring, it's going to the Lyceum, because as you pointed out, what is the reason, Aeron James?
The production had to be adapted, because obviously that style of theatre does not exist in around the country, so they need to make it for proscenium.
Yeah, as you will see when we go into the auditorium, it's a thrust stage here at Sheffield, and that's like most of the touring theatres in the country don't have that, so they've had to change the staging, so it's not touring back to here where it started. Madness to me, but it will be just across the foyer, across the courtyard. Look what we have here. You can support the Sheffield theatres by buying some merchandise from the venue. We got bags, we got reusable cups, we got this cute little notebook, 50 years of wow. We got another type of drinking receptacle, mugs, key rings, pens. It's all going on here at the Sheffield Crucible, I'm telling you. This is what Sheffield Crucible's foyer looks like. So on your tickets it will tell you a door to enter by. We're going in the red door, which looks ever so slightly like a supervillain's lair. Oh, I think it's already open. Maybe we can go in. We've got some pictures from the production being shown here to give you a bit of a flavour of it. But you can see just from these pictures, a bit of a different production, certainly aesthetically, to the original that you may know. This floor's pretty psychedelic. Look at this. Woo! That's a lot of stripes. So this is the auditorium of the Sheffield Crucible, and as promised, look, thrust stage. Thrust stage, where we have seating that sort of wraps around three sides of it. Aeron taking the programme shot. There you go, get the shot, get the shot. And look, this is fascinating to look at. Look at this, this is the set, with some projection mapping going on. Got a big old staircase. I'm not sure what that represents, but I'm sure it will come to mean something. We've got an old-timey, is that a TV or a radio? I think that's TV, isn't it? And yes, I was going to point that out. So we've got this sort of bench wrapping around the outside that has stars and stripes cut out of it. Lovely, lovely. A little bit of iconography going on. But yes, Sheffield Crucible, everybody. We're going to watch the show now. I lied. We're not going to watch the show yet because I wanted to tell you, because it's press night,
So some critics, some celebs is usually the mix that you get. But one of the traitors is here. Now, back in the day, post the show happening, post the traitors, they would all travel in a pack. And so you'd have they'd all be in a press, they all went to 6.
Yeah.
And now you see them one at a time, and I'm slowly collecting them like Pokemon. So another one ticked off the list. I shan't tell you who, but I will know. Okay, I don't know if you can see it, but right over there in the distance, above the Odeon sign, you can see the windows. That is Sky's Edge of Standing at the Sky's Edge fame, and now it's going to disappear behind the Odeon because I'm walking too close, but it is over there. We would go and visit and try and look for the sign. I don't know. Is it that on the end? I think that might be it as well, but there you go. Proof. Oh no, it's not that. Oh well, we saw the building. Better view, and that thing right in the middle there, the little strip of light, that is the neon sign that's featured on the set design. There you go. Standing at the Sky's Edge. We're going to run onto a train now, but it's been nice showing you this. Literally, as we approach the station, there it is. Again. Who knew? Who knew? I must have seen this the last time I came to Sheffield. Who knew? There we go. Oh my god, hey.
Hello.
We're at Tottenham Court Road tube station right now because we discovered part. It's the Choir of Man. It's a really cool poster for the Choir of Man, presumably a new one, because we've been to this station, we haven't seen this before. But this is what we're seeing this evening. They're having a gala night, media night? Gala night.
For the new cast.
For the new cast members who have just joined the show. Aeron is now working in conjunction with the show's PR campaign.
Yes, I get to work on this show.
Yes, but we were like, the Arts Theatre, great theatre, does many things well. It does not have a consistently good and available photo spot. I'd say outside the theatre is probably...
It's a small street. It's in a very small...
It's a small street. It's a small foyer. It's a little space. We love those little spaces because we need them for those smaller shows to be able to run and survive. But I was like, let's take our photos here. So we have just been having a mini photo shoot on the Underground in Tottenham Court Road Station in front of the Choir of Man. Come here, try it for yourselves. This is the glamour of my life. I'm standing in between a classic London telephone box and some recycling on the street. But we have arrived. We're here at the Arts Theatre for the Choir of Man Gala Night. Nice little zoom. I will say, lovely little marquee on the Arts Theatre. If you want to take photos of the outside, wait till it gets a little bit darker. And then the lights here look just stunning. I do miss when it was Bonnie and Clyde because that looked particularly aesthetic, but I'm very happy for the Choir of Man here. It's a great space for them. Excited to see the show again. Exactly, what you're seeing here are the drinks you can get at the Arts Theatre, and if you notice the jungle tokens, I will show you what those do momentarily. Over here you can see the merchandise. I'll show you some of that in just a second. You can see the decorations they've done inside the Arts Theatre foyer, making it look like a pub. More of that to follow. And I do want to show you a cool merch item here. Look at this! Look at that Choir of Man hoodie with a very cool design on the back. I love merch like that. You can see some of the other merchandise here, lots of fun stuff. Got some prices going on there. We've got some cute little bits and pieces. Choir of Man bottle opener, that's genius merchandising, little button badge. We've got lots of exciting things here, programs, CDs, everything you need. So you can see more decoration all down the walls there. You can see the lovely and handsome Aeron James, who's very close to my camera. Memories from previous casts, little trinkets, because the stage is a pub! Reveal time! Look who it is. Look who it is. Ellie Talks Theatre, getting involved, getting an onstage beer, feeling very game. But this is
the set of the Choir of Man, and you can go on stage. This is what you use the jungle tokens for, to redeem them for a beer on stage. You can see beers being drunk, you can see pints being pulled, you can see theatre reviewers getting some bevs on a West End stage, because why not? Why are we not on stage right now, Aeron, James?
Because we don't drink beer.
We don't drink beer. If they did an on-stage rosé, which I appreciate would not really be...
It's not really the vibe.
It would not be the vibe, it would not be on theme with the show, but I would be a lot happier, that's all I'm saying. I have a rose lemonade, you have a rosé.
Yeah.
Those are our kind of vibes. Unbelievable scenes right now on the Arts Theatre stage. Oh, how upsetting.
Oh my god, hey!
Hello.
Thank you for joining both of us for this week's Oh my god, hey weekly vlog. We did not see Dirty Dancing. I'm just holding this watermelon because it's soft. We are going to, as we tend to do in these videos, round up the week that we have just had, discuss the high points, the low points. We're going to talk about it all. So we saw In Dreams, we saw Miss Saigon, we saw Choir of Man, we saw Halls, and we saw Titanic.
Yes.
That was the week. What was like the standout high moment from your perspective?
Ooh, so probably In Dreams for me, because I didn't expect to love it as much as I did.
That's the thing, yeah.
It was totally a different musical to what I expected it was going to be.
Yeah.
And I think that's what really got me. And it was fascinating, I think, after going to New York earlier this year and seeing like what, understanding kind of what a Broadway musical like is sometimes the vibes of.
Yeah.
the staging and everything about it felt very Broadway, and it was kind of really cool to see a regional UK venue feel like the tryout place for a show that obviously feels destined to go to Broadway.
It was great just getting to see Leeds Playhouse as well.
It's such a stunning venue.
What a cool theatre that was. My goodness. I don't know if we've said that enough times in this video. I think what's interesting about both those shows we travelled to see on that trip where we stayed in Manchester was I do think they varied in quality. I do think one was very much the stronger show than the other, but also we approached them from such different places, because in Dreams we had no expectations.
No.
Didn't know it whatsoever.
We knew some of the music, but that was about it.
Knew some of the music. I didn't know I knew that many Roy Orbison songs until they were starting, and I was like, oh, this one as well. But then Miss Saigon, know the show, love the show, both seen it multiple times, so there is a burden of expectation there. So it's interesting approaching those things from different places. But yeah, nothing more delightful to me than discovering a new musical is great. So In Dreams was a lot of fun. I also think it's been a great week for big audience responses.
Yeah.
Because both Choir of Man and Halls, really loud, euphoric, engaged, excited audiences, and that's always fun to be a part of. It's great to see musicals eliciting a great response from the people who go and see them. I love to see that. That's fantastic. Do you have a low point of the week?
We didn't have as many stressful trains actually this week.
No, the travel, considering we travelled around so much, I'm still annoyed at myself that we didn't make that earlier train up to Leeds after my Derren Brown thing.
Mine also would probably be, we had not the most comfortable bed.
Yeah, okay, so the hotel that, maybe I won't even mention the hotel. It was a budget hotel. We knew what it was.
Yeah, it was what it said it was. Our friend Sean recommended it for like...
Yeah, let's blame Sean.
A cheap and cheerful space, which it was cheap and cheerful.
It was cheaper than the Travelodge. It was cheaper than the Travelodge. We'll always go for like a Travelodge or a Premier, reliable, you know what you're getting. We'd stayed at the Travelodge in Manchester before. This was nearby to that, but for whatever reason on those dates was cheaper. We were like, it'll be the same. It was not the same.
No.
That was, yeah.
I did have a lot of fun exploring that area of Manchester though. There's like so many cool vintage shops and comic shops and like Happy's. Like, I had it opened my... I already knew it was kind of a cool place, but I think there's more like intriguing things of, if there's multiple shows up there or a trip up to the north.
Yeah, it was just fun to travel. Nice. It was fun to travel as well and see those theatres and meet so many people who said hello to us.
Yeah.
Particularly really in Sheffield. It appears we have a lot of viewers in Sheffield. Hello, people from Sheffield. Hello, if you came and said hello to us at Miss Saigon. It was lovely to meet you all. And fun to travel for theatre. Yeah. Maybe we'll be doing some more travelling for theatre soon. Maybe I'm travelling for theatre imminently. Maybe, depending on when this video goes out, you may already know that, or maybe you don't. I have no idea the timeline of all of this, but very busy summer, I will say. Very busy summer is happening. For now, I should say, I don't know, there will be some gaps of the weekly vlog. I don't know how consistently these will run throughout the summer because there's some quieter weeks, thankfully, in the summer, and then also some really busy weeks that might be their own thing, and some trips that might constitute their own video. So I don't know how regularly there will be the weekly vlogs, but they will come back by September, I should have thought. But there might be a couple of gaps in the weekly vlog. But thank you for watching this week's. Thank you for watching the video all the way to this point. If the people have watched all the way to this point, Aeron, James, what is the emoji they should comment with below?
A beer pint.
A beer pint. A choir of man beer pint. The emoji we will not drink.
I was going through other shows and was like, I can't think of an easy emoji for.
Yeah.
So choir of man beer.
Choir of Man Beer. There you go. Thank you so much for joining us for another Stagey week. I have been Mickey Joe Theatre. Aeron has been Aeron James. This has been a watermelon. I'm very tired now and I need to keep packing, but I am stalling for time because I can't remember what I say. I hope everyone's staying safe, that's it, and that you have a stagey day.
For 10 more seconds, I'm Mickey Joe Theatre. Oh my god, hey, thanks for watching, have a stagey day. Subscribe!